Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly focus for the week of May the 20th. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, your love. Let's turn right to the cards. And our underlying energy is, look at this, the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is one where you are reflecting on your accomplishments, on how great you are, your talents, your abilities, your unique self, maybe how you charm people or how you can negotiate well, or you can get right to the point, or you're a great storyteller, whatever it might be. But it's looking at those things about yourself. Absolutely. It's about reflecting on your journey to this point. And this is a time when you are going to step up to the plate. This is a time when you're ready to swing that bat. You're ready to knock it out of the park. Okay? We have the Eight of Cups. So Eight of Pentacles, and now we have the Eight of Cups. Now, eight is about prosperity, growing your prosperity, your abundance. It's so two eights together definitely signifies that there will be an opportunity to bring in a potential for great wealth or great prosperity, great stature, respect. People are seeing you, or the spotlight is on you with two eights here. Absolutely. So shine, be your best, show everybody what you've got, let your self-expression out. Definitely a week for it. Now the Eight of Cups tells us that we will be standing in front of a brand new path. It's the very first card. So there is a brand new path showing up to you. I know we're having a full moon this week, but it's not till midweek, isn't it? So maybe the first part of the week, or it shows up even though it's a full moon. Here we are presented with this new path. This new path is saying this can be yours, but there's certain things you'll need to let go of. And maybe that's why you're shown under the full moon, because you have to say your goodbyes, or you have to pack your bags, or, you know, you could be going to another country or another city, or maybe you're hitting the road, or whatever it might be for you. There's some kind of goodbye in the past. Maybe it's just going to demand a different time frame, and you won't be able to meet with the friends that you always met with because you met at a certain time on a certain day all the time, and now you won't be able to. And so you have to kind of part ways with those people for the time being until you get your feet, settled in, or, you're settled in to your path, and then you can reach out again. So it's not a definite goodbye, but our priorities need to change on what we have with us and what we take with us going forward. Strong energy, because right after this we have the Tower. The Tower is, hello Milo, how are you? Do you want to come up? Okay. Yeah, are you a good boy? Yes, you are. Okay. You have to go and lay down. You have to go now and lay down. Okay? So, remember when I first got him? He's a rescue. Very abused dog. His front paws were broken as he tried to get out of his enclosed little cage that he was in, and they healed broken, so he stands like a princess. And they had to remove his teeth because he broke all of his canine teeth trying to escape. And he was just, oh my gosh, he was skin and bones. You could see not only his spine, but his hip bones. And But I gave him my Dr. Dolittle diet, and in 3 or 4 days, oh my gosh, he had put the weight back on. He was strong as an ox, and he's just been having the time of his life ever since. Okay, the Tower card. The Tower card is an awakening. The Tower card allows you to see where the limitations have been and how to go through that limitation, how to break through to the other side. Let the doors break through to the other side. It's kind of, that kind of energy is coming where you see it now, and it's not even that much of an obstacle. Maybe it was just a perception, the way you were looking at it, the way you were trying to approach it, and maybe you get this innovative idea of a new way forward. But this definitely allows you to break through the glass ceiling. What has been holding you back no longer has any power over you. So that could happen through somebody saying something to you, you just being, you have a dream and all of a sudden it makes sense, or you're in a meditation and all of a sudden the pieces come together and show you exactly where that limitation isn't actually a limitation at all. That you've had the power to go through it this whole time, the strength to go through it this whole time, but you didn't see it, you didn't understand it, and now you do. You have the clarity and the knowledge and the wisdom on how to go through. Listen to your intuition as well. Also with the Tower, our worlds could change on a dime. All of a sudden what we thought we had, and it was like the first week of COVID, right? All of a sudden there was like everything was gone. All the things that we thought were going to be there. You know, I had tickets for a hockey game, and our place of worship closed down, and you know, the doctor's office, you didn't want to go to the doctor's office because, you know, you didn't want to get what everybody else was getting. And there was so many things. Groceries were limited and you had to stand in lines for everything. And, you know, all of our freedoms and our liberties seemed to be almost just taken away. And I'm not going to go down that road, whether or not they were or not. We all have our own opinion, and let's keep it that way. But, you know, so we know that life can change on a dime. We can wake up one morning. I mean, we've all witnessed it, where we've woken up one morning and our whole reality had changed, and we had to really adjust ourselves in a very short period of time to get into the flow of things so that we would be feeling safe and strong and happy. And so, and not to say something like that's going to happen, but it could seem like it through your own perception. It could seem like, you know, where did that come from? And all of a sudden you're doing a 180 in life. This card in the second position like this does hold a lot of strength for, our boat not only to rock a little bit, but it tips over and we've got to swim to shore and figure out a new plan altogether. But it's moving us in the right direction, okay? Never think that this is going to take you down, okay? It may seem like that at first impression, but seriously, it is there to put you exactly where you need to be in order to really embrace the prosperity and the abundance, the happiness and the joy and the love that is awaiting you. Okay? So it's not what happens to you this week, but how you react, how you enable yourself to move forward in a positive manner. I was listening to Quasi the other day, and he had this couple weeks ago actually, he had a story where his best salesperson just gave him his 2 weeks notice, and his best salesperson did like 60% of all the sales. The other 4 guys did the rest. And at first it was like, oh no, like I have no sales team. The people I have don't even come close to what this guy could have done. And so he went to bed and he, said, please help me out here, because this seems pretty bad from where I'm sitting. And he woke up the next morning thinking, you know what? I've never actually invested the time, the energy, the money into my sales group, because this guy just, kind of did it. So I didn't have to worry about it. But going forward, this is going to happen again and again in my life. So I'm going to get a training program in place so that it's always prosperous, no matter who comes in or who goes. We all follow a simple format. And so it was actually, and then he said his sales team just rocked it. Everybody rocked it. There was a transition, but he worked through it. Where he thought it was a limitation where he couldn't walk through, he realized that it actually bettered him in the long run, that person did give their 2 weeks notice. So, don't think that something really bad is going to happen. Although when it first happens, you might think that, okay? So quickly just tell yourself, this is for my own benefit, my greater good, maybe the world's greater good. I'm being put in front of my path, and I can get through this because this is part of the journey. We have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is dreaming the dream bigger than life, expecting great prosperity, great wealth, great abundance. This is about dreaming of what could be if we allowed ourselves to. If we decided to scratch the surface of our potential. And this is a card where we see exactly what we started with, right? We have to remember that we want to go back and understand just how great we are. Our talents, our abilities, what makes us our unique self, why we have the passions, what happens when we infuse the passion into a dream, into a goal, into a desire, how everything flourishes, how everything grows, and how big does it grow for you. How big does it grow before you hit that limitation, okay? Because that's what's holding you back, because you can go through that even. Grow it bigger than life. Have it scare you a little bit, okay? If it doesn't scare you, like, oh my gosh, could you even imagine? Could I even do something like that? That's when, your heart beats up a little bit and there's this happiness, but your tummy's doing the somersaults and there's butterflies going on in there. That's what you want to be dreaming right now. That's what you want to dream throughout this week. And you're not going to get a lot of information. And look at this, we have the Magician. The Magician overrides this. It shines down upon this reading. So it is about your intentions. It's about really thinking about what you want to step into. Okay? Seek new adventures. Take on new challenges. Feel positive about your abilities and your strengths, and then think about what you really want to wish to come into your life. What you want to take as a thought and manifest into a reality. Because we have the Magician here. The Magician says you can have anything you want. All you have to do is show up and do the work. We supply the rest. And underneath the Magician is above, the sun is below. This is a strength. This is a self-confidence. This is a knowing that we've got this, knowing that we have the talents, knowing that we have abilities, knowing that we've come so far and we've had so many successes and different things happen in our life. And now it's time to go forward. Our light shines brighter than ever under this energy. We are electrified. We are vibrant. We are full of energy here. So expect your energy to be higher this week. And you are ready to go through that portal that you couldn't see before because your energy wasn't raised to the height it needed to be in order to see that new path forward. As we come into the week, Five of Swords, we have to really have a healthy ego. You need to listen more than talk. You need to listen to what people are telling you because they're trying to, the majority of people are trying to guide you into happiness and joy. But some people are there just to attack you, to tear apart your dreams, to poke holes in your ideas, to make it seem less than what you see it in your mind. We don't want to listen to those people. We can walk away. We can turn our back on them. We don't really want their influence right now because we are raising our energy. We are feeling that ambition. We're feeling that enthusiasm. We're feeling that passion. We're getting motivated to go forward in a brand new way. And there are people, though, that are trying to help us. So we don't want to just close off and think that we know it all already, because if we knew it, we'd already be at the end of the path. We have to walk the path, and if they've already walked the path, we need to listen to them and what they're trying to tell us. So information comes in from friends, mentors, maybe you come across a TED Talk, whatever it might be. But at the end of the week, you embrace a brand new opportunity here. A brand new dream, goal, desire. The cup is overflowing here, but you embrace it. You're full of passion. You're full of desire. I think as the week builds, so does that potential for seeing and understanding what you can step into, of what you can grow. And that's not to say that the magic explodes in your an automatic success, although that could happen for a couple of you. I'm not going to take that off the table with the cards here. And we had the Magician. It just depends on, it depends on some things, but your energy, your intention, where is your focus going? Where is your mind going? Are you dreaming of the possibilities? Are you allowing the worries, the concerns, the anxieties, the fear to be front of mind? Because it will really matter this week on what the results end up being by what you are thinking, what you are constantly turning your focus and attention to. For work and career, look at this, the Seven of Pentacles. Plant the seeds. Plant the seeds, show up consistently, do what is necessary in order to create the success you can see it being in your mind, and go forward. Okay, this is about showing up and doing the work that is needed in order to fill your dreams, your abundance, your prosperity, your stature going forward in this world. If you're looking for a job, it's about going within and once again, understanding, reflect on your journey, celebrate your achievements, take yourself out for a beautiful dinner or a walk along the ocean shore, whatever, floats your boat. For relationships, we have the Three of Wands. We're thinking things through here when it comes to relationships. You may not want a relationship, but yet one appears in your world and you're wondering, if you really want to step into it or not. You may want a relationship and you meet somebody, but is that the right one, or is there some red flags I need to consider? I'm in a relationship, but it's kind of gone stagnated, or we fight all the time. This is a time when we look forward to see, do we want to repair this relationship? Do we want to? Do we want to go forward in any relationship right now? We are considering the strengths of the relationships, if they're supportive, if they're loving, if there's a mutual respect, and if it's something that we truly want in our lives. And I think each and every one of us, even if you're not in a relationship and you don't want to be in a relationship, you will probably have something like this to consider this week. Somebody approaches you or just, looks at you a certain way that all of a sudden it's like they're interested in me. and you don't want it. Some of you are looking for that relationship. Maybe some of you have gone on a couple of dates and you like this person, but you're in the early stages. You're thinking about whether or not this person is the right person for you. Has there been any red flags? Is there something that you are trying to glaze over because you like this part about them still? And in a relationship, I don't care if you've been together 6 months or 60 years, we stagnate in our relationships. We argue in our relationships. It's part of being in a relationship. Relationships are not easy. They're challenging. So do you want to be in this relationship? In other words, is it a relationship that usually, or has been in the past, a source of love and respect, safety and security? And look at this. We end with the wish cards, wish fulfilled. So I'm telling you, Sag, grow that dream. Grow it bigger than life, okay? Have all kinds of dreams in front of you. Get your bucket list out, okay? What do you want to go off and, step into an adventure, an opportunity? It could even be a learning experience, although I'm not getting that as strong. It's almost like these cards are telling you to seek adventure. Seek out your true potential. Understand your true potential. And if you brought that out and you applied it, what could you create? What could you invent? What could you give birth to? What could bring in success, abundance, happiness, joy, love into your life? It's all on the table for you this week. So where is your focus? Where are you pointing your energy at? Very important to be mindful of keeping a very positive attitude and reaching for the stars. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.